Aftantil's worked hard to persuade his community to fight a housing project on a children's play area. He says corrupt officials granted developers planning permission.
Nobody can infringe our liberties, but some people, they don't believe, or they are scared, they are afraid.
Aftantil is hopeful they can win their legal challenge now that everyone, even the children, has decided to make a stand. It's exactly the kind of real-life example the creators of this new cartoon want their young viewers to aspire to. Part US government funded, the animated series Beshtentek features 5 young adventurers who discover, in a cave, a thoroughly corrupt parallel universe populated by scheming politicians and nasty policemen.
Children get it immediately. I mean, like one little 8-year-old was like, you know, that world in the cave looked a lot like Kyrgyzstan. What do we do?
Kyrgyz officials with TVs in their offices will be watching closely, no doubt, and could possibly learn a thing or two about how to get their message across.
So you want me to explain it to you as if to a child? Not all countries have laws against corruption. It doesn't matter whether it's good or bad, but we have it and it's working.
Kyrgyzstan is one of the most corrupt countries in the former Soviet Union, and the authorities have acknowledged the problem. This government video shows anti-corruption police clamping down on everyday practices, like the bribe these hapless traffic cops took. But corruption is almost impossible to beat if your business depends on it. Bureaucratic red tape makes it very difficult to run a successful enterprise without cutting corners.
It's easier to go to one place, pay money, and they will do all the paperwork for you. You can call this corruption, but it would be helpful for all businessmen.
Beshtentek's creators believe the main task is to instill in young people's minds different social values from their parents.
If you're in the queue for a dentist and the dentist is your friend, you'll enter the door without staying in the queue. And they think it's not corruption. Every second citizen of Kyrgyzstan is basically doing something which is a bit corrupt.
Beshtentek is on the road before it hits the airwaves, and with its blend of homegrown and global pop culture, it could prove a hit. This puppet show has been touring the country, getting the message out that if children can learn early about what's wrong with corruption, it can ultimately be prevented before it becomes second nature. It's going to be a tall order. The Beshtentek franchise is a social experiment, and its success won't be measurable for a generation. Robin Forestier Walker for Al Jazeera, Bishkek.